An urn contains 10 red, 50 green, 15 blue balls. Chris randomly chooses 2 balls from the urn. Find the probability that Chris draws 2 green balls if Chris draws the balls from the urn with replacement, without replacement. Find the probability that Chris first draws a red ball and then a blue if with replacement, without replacement. Okay, so we've got this whole with replacement, without replacement thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a tree to represent this. First, I'm going to do the with replacement. So, okay, so come on down here. This is going to be, and what do I have in there? 10. So for mine, it's got 10 red, 50 green, 15 blue. So 10 red, 50 green, 15 blues? Yeah, 15 blue. That adds up to be, I don't know what, 75 total balls, colored balls in the urn. Okay, he's in drought too. So first I'm gonna do with replacement, which is easier. With replacement, meaning that we put back the first marble. We put back the first marble. Okay, so here we go. Let's map it out. So first draw. So you can get 3 different things, can't you? Actually. So you can come up here, I'll go to the middle, and I'll go down. There's 3 possibilities. You could get a red marble, a green marble, or a blue marble on your first draw out of the bucket. And then on your second draw, same thing. You could get a red, oops, a green, or a blue. Every time you reach in that bucket, same thing here. You could get a red, a green, or a blue. You could get a red, a green, or a blue every time you reach in the bucket. Okay, what are the possibilities? What's the chance of getting red? Well, 10 out of 75, right? For my bucket, I have 75 total, 10 are red. Chance of getting red is 10 out of 75. Green is 50 out of 75. Blue is 15 out of 75. You know, this problem would be easier if you reduce these fractions right away. What is, if you divide top and bottom by 5 here, this will be 2/15. This one will be 10/15. Oh, that reduces even more. This one divides by 25, doesn't it? To be 2/3. This one divided by 5. So I would encourage you to reduce your fractions right away. Well, I don't know. Do they care about fractions on this one? Honestly, I don't even know. Let me check. See if they care about fractions or not. No, they just want decimals. So who cares? Forget it. Never mind. I'm not going to mess with those reducing fraction stuff. Who cares? They don't even care about reduced fractions. So I'm not even going to do it. I just got used to that other problem where they did. All right, there we go. So now, what about the second branchings? It's the same, because with replacement, you put back the first marble. So the second time you reach in the bag, or the urn, it's exactly the same, because you put back the first marble. Nothing has changed. So all the red branchings are 10 out of 75. Every red branch. So it's 10 out of 75, 50 out of 75, and 15 out of 75. 10 out of 75, 50 out of 75, and 15 out of 75. And 10 out of 75, 50 out of 75, and 15 out of 75. All the way across. All right, no change. And so then now we just multiply these together. Remember, as you go from left to right through the table, you always multiply, don't you? So red, red. So we'll, in fact, let me just write these out in a way that's helpful. So this will be, these are the results. So this will be red, red, red here, green, green, green here, and blue, 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 followed by red, and green, and blue, red, and green, and blue, red, and green, and blue. Okay, it's a lot to this table. This is just the first table. All right, so what's the probability you multiply? 10 75ths times 10 75ths. Which is 100 over, I have no idea. In fact, why don't we just get decimals, I think? Yeah, no, I'm gonna get a fraction. What is 75 times 75? It is 5625. So I'm just gonna leave it as a fraction for now. So next one, same kind of thing. This is just gonna get tedious. In fact, I'm not gonna figure them all out. I'm just gonna do the ones they want. What do they want? Let's go to the questions. Okay, find the probability Chris draws 2 green if Chris draws with replacement. So notice right here, with replacement, and then I'm going to do this one also in a minute. I'm going to do the 2 with replacement because that's my table right here, with replacement. So at first off, it's asking me 2 green. All right, 2 green. Where's 2 green? Right here. Here's 2 green right here. So 2 green would be 50 over 75, right, times 50 over 75. There it is. So this is going to be 50 over 75 times 50 over 75. Hit the buttons on your calculator. And a decimal is fine. When I multiply that all together and get a decimal, here's what I get. 0.4s forever. Now down here, it asks me a red and then a blue. Red and then blue. Okay, where's red and then blue? Right here. Red and then blue. So red and then blue. So that's going to be 10 75ths times 15 75ths. Red followed by blue. 10 75ths times 15 75ths. So this is 10 75ths times 15 75ths. Just multiply it on your calculator. And I'm getting 0.02 and then just like 6s forever. You put in 3 or 4 of them is fine. All right, now, so that's the with replacement questions. Now I've got to answer these same 2 questions, the 2 green and the 1 red, 1 blue, without replacement. I got to draw a whole new table now without replacement. This is kind of challenging. All right, so here we go again. Again, I'm going to come up, I have 10 red, 50 green, 15 blue. 10 red, 15 green, 15 blue. Add them up. What is that? 675 total. This time it's without replacement. Do not put back the first marble, or the first was a ball, right? Putting these colored balls out of the urn. So do not put back the first ball. Okay, that says first. So I'm getting sloppy. Do not put back the first ball. Okay, so same kind of branching, red, green, blue. Get the red, green, blue thing going on again. Start right here. So first marble is red or green or blue. Red or green or blue. This is the first draw out of the urn. Yeah, the probabilities are going to be exactly what they're listed there. 10 out of 75 is a chance of red. 50 out of 75 for green. 15 out of 75 for blue. Okay. Now the second draw, though, things are going to be a little different. When we reach in the second time, again, we can get kind of do a better job here. We can get red, green, blue. This is the second draw out of the urn. Red, green, blue, and finally okay, red, green, blue. So now we got to do the results. Let's do the results over here. So what are the results? It's red on the first, green on the first, blue on the first, followed by red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue. Okay, so what are the probabilities second time? Well, if you get a red ball out, remember that you move through these tables from left to right. So if you get a red ball out the first time, what's your chance you're going to get red the second time? Well, you've removed one of the reds. There's only 9 reds left out of 74 marbles, right? So the chance here is going to be 9 out of 74 because you've taken one of the green out. Is that making sense? We always move through these tables from left to right. So if you go this way, you got a red out. So the chance of getting a red, and you're not putting it back. This is without replacement. Do not put it back. So if you got a red out the first time, what's the chance you're going to get red the second? Well, you only have 9 red left out of 74 total. What's the chance you're going to get green the second time? Well, you have all the green still, 50 out of 74. There's only 74 marbles, and you still have all the blue, 15 out of 74. If you're up here, because you got red out on the first one. Now coming down to the next one, down here in the middle section, we got green out the first time. So if you got a green out, there's only 49 green left. Again, only 74 marbles in the urn. So the chance of, I'll do the green first. Green is going to be 49 or 74. Whereas the red, there's all 10 red marbles left still. 10 out of 74 and all 15 blue, 15 out of 74. Does that make sense? When you reach in the second time, if you're in the middle section, that means you got green out the first time. So there's one less green marble. All the same red and blue are still in there out of 74 marbles that are left. Finally, if you're in the bottom section, that means you got blue out the first time. So you're going to have one less blue marble in there. Blue originally had 15, so now there will be 14 over 74. Whereas the green will still have all 50 over 74, and the red will still have all, whatever he had in the beginning, what did he have? 10 out of 74. So if you're in the bottom section, it means you got blue out the first time. There's one less blue marble in there, only 14. Same amount of reds and greens as we had in the beginning. So we only took out a blue. All right, so now I'm going to answer their questions. So here they say, find the chance of 2 green, right? Right here they want green, green, without replacement. So I go to my without replacement, green, 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 right there. Green, green, it's 50 over 75 times 49 over 74. 50 over 75 times 49 over 74. Hit the buttons on your calculator. And I'm getting 0.441441. That's plenty of digits. And then on the bottom part, it says red and then blue, right? Red and then blue without replacement. So when without replacement, red then blue. Where, oh, where is my red then blue? So red then blue. Yeah, there it is, red then blue. 10 75ths times 15 74ths, right? Red then blue. 10 75ths times 15 74ths times 15 74ths. Hit the buttons on your calculator. I'm getting 0.027027, blah, blah, blah. That's good enough right there. So there we go. We answered the questions kind of, we did the two with replacement, number one, and then the without replacement, number two, based on those tables, and then multiply. So always, whenever we go across the table, like red then blue, we multiply those together. There we go.